Hello YouTube, this is MPD News. I am T, and today we're going to be talking about how you react when you see the narcissist at a family gathering. So, a couple things that I want to go over again, because I think sometimes a lot of people forget about the fact that some of these reactions depends on the type of narcissist that you have. So, not everything that I say will work for your narcissist, which means that you're going to really have to know the type of narcissist that you're dealing with. So it's going to take some observation, or it's going to take some reflection back on what happened in the relationship. So this may be hard, but you're going to have to go back and think about all the things that they've done, how they reacted, do your research to find out whether they're covert or overt, and then you can go from there. But what I would like to do first is I would like to tell you about my experience of how I react when I am at a family gathering and my narcissistic grandmother is around, or if I happen to be at my boyfriend's family's house and the narcissist happen to be around, I'll tell you what I usually do. And then we'll go ahead and give you some advice on what you should do when you are around a narcissist at a family function. So, my experience. When I am at a family function and I am with my family and my narcissistic grandmother happens to be around, what I like to do is basically what I've been telling you guys for quite a while now is gray rock, because it is so effective. And what narcissists love to do is they love to get reactions out of you. They love to make it seem like the person that is the problem is you. They know that they're the problem, but they need to flip the story so that, they can gain, their friends. They need to have people on their side, gain support, and they want you to be alone. So what they need is for everyone to be around and for you to react and show everybody or validate everything that they have been saying about you for however many months, years, or days. So when I'm around my narcissistic grandmother, what I do is I gray rock, and I don't, I'm polite to her, but I don't react to anything. I respond. So if she says anything to me, like, oh, you're so disrespectful, or she tries to use any of her religious remarks on me saying, oh, you don't respect your elders, you're bad, see, she's a terrible person. I told you, if she tries to do things like that to me, I don't say anything. And the more I don't say anything, the more I don't react, the more angry she gets. And then the more angry she gets, the more she acts out of character. Well, this is not necessarily out of character. This is actually who she is, but she her mask just comes off. And then next thing you know, she's yelling and she's the one saying the bad words and be like, oh God, forgive me for the word, but you're being this, or you're acting this way, or she'll start cussing. And then I'm just calm. And then everybody is like, so you're telling her that she's bad and that she's disobedient and that God should punish her, but you're the one doing all these things. So who's really the bad one? Those things have to go through people's head. And so one of the most important things that I really like doing is just not reacting and having a good time. Now, if you do happen to have family members who are on your side, or who like you in general, who are maybe more neutral possibly, what you could do is you could spend more time around them. So anytime you see the narcissist coming near you, just walk in a different direction, go find another family member to talk to. Just continue to smile and continue to be polite. And anytime the narcissist tries to come around you, just remove yourself. And if they try to say something to you that is a trigger for you, like, take some deep breaths and really think, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get a reaction out of me, and I'm not going to take that bait. So try to be smart as these fishes nowadays is what it seems like. You throw the rod into the water, into the lake or the ocean, and next thing you know, these fishes, they're not pulling anything. It's like they know they know that they're going to get caught. So what you should do is the same thing. It's like, I'm not going to take your bait. Sometimes how I like to think about it is I like to think of how energy is, I guess this is Newton's law, but energy is not created nor destroyed. It's just transferred from one party to the next. And so I think about this in a way where if, say, for example, the emotions is a knife, and the narcissist is holding a knife upside down in their hand, and they're feeling pain, and they're feeling sadness, they're feeling anger, and they're feeling afraid, and they're feeling worried. What they're trying to do is they're trying to bait you into taking the knife out of their hand. And basically what you could do is say to yourself, like, I'm not taking that knife away from you. That's your pain. That's your decision to hold on to the knife that way. That's your decision to be anxious, to be jealous, to be envious, to have all those negative emotions. And I'm not taking that. And so that's one of the ways that I like to think about that situation. So whenever the narcissist is trying to throw any backhanded compliments, or trying to be passive aggressive, or just trying to flat out just try and hurt me, the way I think of it is, yeah, you keep that knife in your hand, because that belongs to you. Those emotions belong to you. You're not going to transfer it to me. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking responsibility for how you feel. You take responsibility for that. And so then they have to sit with that, and they have to find a way to deal with it. And usually, if you're not taking it, and they can't transfer it to you, they're going to have to find somebody else to transfer it to, or they'll take on those emotions, and then next thing you know, they'll self-destruct. So they'll self-destruct, and then, or, like I said, they'll pass it on to somebody else, and somebody else will, and I mean, you don't want any other family members to be hurt the way you were hurt, but sometimes, if you really want people to understand what's going on, they're going to have to experience it the hard way, because, I mean, you had to learn the hard way, so they also possibly will have to experience it the hard way as well. And so, yeah, just allow them to sit with themselves. Because if you take that bait and you react, it's like, see, there's something wrong with her. See, everybody, I'm right. They're wrong. There's something wrong with her or him. And basically, the best thing that you could do is say, no, it isn't me. It's you. I'm not taking that. This is who I am. I'm calm. I'm kind. This is the type of person I am. Don't let them project who they are onto you. Don't let them project what they're feeling onto you. So don't grab that knife. Don't take their pain. So there was a couple of examples that I did see of people talking about how they were at family functions and they ended up coming in contact with their narcissist. And there's a couple of different people who gave some examples that I thought were similar to mine and that were also very useful. And I kind of want to basically tell you guys about those. And there is a young woman who also basically said that what she did when she was at a family gathering was basically spent her time with people that people that she liked within the family and she could have a good time with. And so she danced and she laughed and she smiled with them. And anytime the narcissist would try to come near, she would distance herself and she would move away. And then, of course, she would continue to have fun with somebody else, a part of the family that she liked. And then what's also interesting about that is that if you start to distance yourself and you start, but you're still kind and you're still polite and you start moving around, people start to notice that the narcissist is following you around and is deliberately trying to attack you for no reason. They'll start to notice, like, why is this person having such a good time and the narcissist is over here following them everywhere they go. And not only are they following them, but they have something to say. Like, they're like picking at them and they're giving backhanded compliments, and they just have this negative attitude. And so people will start to see that when you're calm, when you're calm and the narcissist is the one reacting, it starts to show. And so I would say your best bet at family gatherings is, one, try to distance yourself. This is if you have to go. Because actually, honestly, in my honest opinion, I really think that not going is your best bet. But if you have to go, then Gray Rock. Try and find family members that you enjoy and have a good time with. Smile, be happy, be you, and just allow them to self-destruct. Don't take the knife out of their hand. Don't take the bait. And people will definitely start to see it. So if you can control yourself, this is an element of self-control. And if you have self-control, this definitely tells how strong of an individual you are. If you have self-control, you are so strong. You are very strong. It is very hard to control one's emotions, let alone somebody else's. So if you can do that, then that would be absolutely amazing, and you would definitely benefit. You'll definitely grow, and you'll definitely become strong as a person. So that's all I have to say for today about family gatherings. Again, I still will continue my series and tell you about different situations where you run into narcissists and what you can do. They will be pretty much similar. They are based on Gray Rock because I really do think that is so important. But again, I will go through some more videos talking about what you should do when you run into narcissists. That is all I have for today. Thank you for joining NPT News. I'm T.